Hi, today's question is, have you ever tried mindfulness meditation to manage your mental illness or issue or whatever? And the answer is yes. And actually, mindfulness meditation might have been the number one changer in my life. Mindfulness meditation has really been useful for me in terms of looking at my thoughts and looking at them in a different way. I never really looked at thoughts as something that we didn't have to identify as ourself. Like, just because you have a thought about, oh, I'm a piece of shit, doesn't mean you are a piece of shit. And it also doesn't mean that you have to believe you're a piece of shit. And so learning that has been really helpful. I guess I had never, prior to trying out those mindfulness meditation techniques, I had never really thought as something as, I had never thought of thoughts being something that we can engage in or not. And so it's really, really helpful when you get on that like train of thought, that wheel that just keeps on turning, and it's really helpful for turning it around. So like, for example, a lot of the times with eating disorders, I get triggered and I start thinking like, oh, you're so gross, like, oh, you shouldn't have done that, oh, that was disgusting, like, why, you're never gonna, you're never gonna be worth anything, you're not enough, you're worthless, and it like builds and builds and builds until it gets to the point where like I just want to kill myself. And that doesn't happen so much anymore because I get to the first thought or second or third, I'm not that great at it, and I think, fuck that thought. Like, I don't have to engage it. So, like, the second my brain goes, you're not enough and you're not doing enough, I'll be like, yeah, fuck that thought. And then I'll move on. So, it's definitely not perfect, and I still struggle with it, but it's definitely helped me more than pretty much anything else.